4 seafarers have been abandoned on a tugboat in America. This is from Marine Link, and it was published on the 9th of September 2024. 4 seafarers have been abandoned without pay on a 60-year-old tugboat in Washington state. The vessel Wycliffe, which recently changed its flag to Vanuatu, was scheduled to help tow 2 retired Washington state ferries on a 34-day transit to Ecuador, where the new owner is based, for scrap. But the contract was cancelled after the tug experienced technical issues. The 4 crew members on board are from Colombia, Panama, and Peru, and they face dire conditions including inadequate food, limited access to medical care, and insignificant water supplies during their onboard contract, according to the International Transport Workers Federation, who said the tug and the crew are now left abandoned in Puget Sound. The vessel's owner strategically reflagged the tugboat to Vanuatu to escape more rigorous U.S. labor and safety standards. This cynical maneuver exemplifies how unscrupulous ship owners use flags of convenience to minimize regulatory oversight and enhance profits at the expense of seafarers. Worse still, in this case, legal restrictions that trap foreign seafarers on board have effectively turned their vessel into a prison. The exploitation of seafarers undermines the integrity of the entire Puget Sound marine transportation system. The region prides itself on its marine heritage and depends on seafarers as a vital part of its cultural identity. The seafarers were initially scheduled for deportation by U.S. Customs and Border Protection. However, following intervention by the ITF, their departure was delayed until further wage payments were made. The crew is in a vulnerable position and lacks the protections typically afforded to U.S.-based workers. It is essential that they receive their complete compensation. Attempting to cut costs at the expense of the crew and then attempting to have them forcibly removed without settling their salaries is effectively a form of forced labor. The Wycliffe has a troubling history, with previous crews reported to have left the vessel due to safety concerns in October of 23 and May of 24. One seafarer still on board the vessel told the ITF, "The owner is just buying time by deceiving us. I no longer believe anything he says. We don't know what steps to take to resolve our situation or how long it's going to take." A former crew member expressed concern about the impact of their visa status. "I am worried about the damage to my visa," the mariner said. "If the owner harms my visa status, I won't be able to do any more transits in the United States for work, which could destroy my ability to support my family." This is just sad. How you can treat people like this is beyond me, but it happens all too often in the shipping industry these days. Doing these videos, I found so many stories about workers being treated like slaves, not getting paid, no food, terrible living conditions, and this case is no different. Like the one guy said, if they have problems with their visa and can no longer transit through the United States, how do they work? It cuts down on so many jobs that they can no longer do because so many of these vessels, at least some point in their travel, ends up in U.S. waters. It's just a bad situation for the 4 crew, and there's very little they can do about it.